What is going on, everybody? It's Barney here and welcome back to Proving Auto. So I think, guys, it's about time we have a little bit of an update with the Ibiza Cupra. Since my last video, a couple of things have happened to the car, unfortunately. One of them is kind of my fault, I will be honest. Something which I completely overlooked. We're not talking about the exhaust. That is on, that got readjusted the other day and that is sounding excellent. I'm actually want to talk to you guys about the suspension on the car, because I'm going to give you guys a bit of an update on it, and it's kind of not really made the car undrivable, but it has kind of had to limit my use a little bit until we get the issue solved. So we'll dive straight into that. And of course, a little bit of apology for this video. This isn't really going to be my usual sort of style of video, guys. It's going to be a bit of a quick edit because I want to get this video out as soon as possible. It's Thursday today. Bearing in mind I've got Race Against God tomorrow, so I want to get this video edited today and ready to go by the weekend. So it's going to be a little bit of a rush job, guys. I'll warn you of that, but do stick around because there's a few things that I want to talk to. There's at least a couple of things that I want to talk to you about. I'll show you guys a little bit around the car because there's something actually on the outside that's happened to it. And then I think what we'll do, we'll jump in, we'll go for a little drive. It's not going to be my usual fast-paced drive. We are going to be driving a bit more of a steady pace, and that's all to do with this issue. So anyway, I think let's dive straight into that. And yeah, we'll jump in the car, we'll go for a little drive, and I'll sort of explain in a bit more detail as to what has gone on. So before we actually jump into the car, there's something I do want to show you guys. This is one little update on it, because somebody very kindly has added a little modification to my car, absolutely free of charge, but in all it's going to cost me between £700 and £1,000 to sort out. So as we can see down here, now this was actually a lot worse than this, but somebody's added some damage to my driver's door. I'll leave a little clip in now of when this actually happened. This is actually buffed out really well. Somebody has also added damage, and I would imagine it would be the same vehicle, has added some damage, absolutely free of charge, to my side skirt. I do actually think that's sort of peeled away a little bit. And somebody has also caused some damage to my sill. So that's going to have to come off. That's going to have to completely get redone. The sill's going to have to be repaired. The door and the wing is going to have to be blended, and then it's going to have to be put back together. So yeah, they've done a really good job of it. If the culprit does happen to be watching this video, by the way, and you do recognise this car, there's my registration there, just do the right thing, get in touch with me, and let's get this sorted. Either pay me money up front to get it sorted, or go through insurance. The choice is yours, but of course that is highly unlikely to happen, obviously. Got the exhaust readjusted the other day. That is looking really good, but the issue, as I say, is more to do with the suspension. So I think the best thing to do, let's jump in the car, we'll go for a steady cruise. I'll explain in a little bit more detail as to what the problem actually is. So what has exactly been going on then? So let's go back in time to a few weeks ago, obviously when I had the low wind springs put on. Now of course I did what this video was supposed to be, is that I was supposed to be explaining how good the handling is and, you know, how much it's improved the car, but instead actually, I'll tell you what, we'll go this way. But instead I'm kind of explaining what the implications I've had by doing that little modification. So yeah, when I had the springs fitted, my first impressions with it is that the ride is absolutely rock hard. Like even in normal mode, it was just really, really hard. Now I got Paul at the same time just to check the shockers and just make sure that they were all good, and he said they're good, but I would actually recommend changing your shockers as well, just because obviously bearing in mind that low wind springs does put a lot more tension on them. So I thought that's all very good. Obviously money was a bit of an issue at the time, and of course my car was off the road, so my priority was to get it back on the road. Bear in mind, I didn't have a car. I was sort of using the parents' car when it was available, but other than that, I was having to just rely on lifts and buses and all the modes of transport that I don't like using. Okay, so yeah, so weeks have gone by. I thought, okay, it's still bone shaking hard, but now bearing in mind that I've fitted lowering springs on a few of my other cars, and I've never had a problem with shockers or anything like that, and they've been absolutely fine. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take a bit of a gamble. For now, we're just going to I'll just put lowering springs on it, Apex lowering springs, and just see how we get on. Now, up until recently, I've noticed that it's gone from being quite uncomfortable to the back of the car feeling, shall we say, quite bouncy. So that's when I was sort of thinking, I feel like the shockers are sort of wearing out. So the car, a couple of days ago, on Tuesday, it's coming to Thursday in a minute, so 2 days ago, it actually went back to PDH Automotive. The exhaust needed readjusting anyway because it had bedded in, and of course that had just sent it out of alignment a little bit. So it went into to get that sorted, and also at the same time I said, can you just check the shockers, just make sure they're all good. But I was sort of thinking, I have this funny feeling he's going to turn around and say that it needs replacing. So of course took the car in, it went, so then got a phone call sort of mid-morning. So I'll tell you what, let's go back in time to 2 days ago to when I received that phone call. I'll explain a bit there as to where we actually stand at the minute. Right, moment of truth. Let's see what the Cupra's fate is.
Good morning, PDH Automotive.
Hello there, it's Barney Wells. I think I've just had a missed call from you.
Oh yeah, just to let you know that it's ready to collect for you.
Oh, right, lovely. What was the outcome with it? Do you know? I know he's done the exhaust. I didn't know what the shockers were like, or.
He said it does need rear shockers.
Does need rear shockers, okay. Yeah, all right, no worries. I'll look into that anyway, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. All right
Yeah.
then.
All right, lovely.
All right, if you can collect by about 4:30.
Yeah, no worries. I'm sat at home anyway, so I'll come down shortly.
All right then. See you.
All right, lovely. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye bye. So yeah, as predicted, rear shockers have had it. I did think that. I thought the front seemed fine, but yeah, the rears. Because when I was going down the road, not all the time, but it was getting to the point with the car was where I was having to use sport mode just to sort of try and dampen the shockers down a little bit. But just driving it in sport mode all the time does not get around the problem. So I think with that, now the shockers I'm planning to replace it with are the Koni STRT or whatever they're called. So let me show you guys what it is I've been looking at. So I'm thinking of replacing the standard shockers with the Koni STRT for it says the Ibiza Cupra 6J 6P, which also fits the 1.4 TSI, 1.8 TSI like what I've got, excluding DCC. So obviously that's on the Koni shock, which is sort of via awesome GTI. But the other thing it needs as well, because I've got the DCC on mine, which i.e. when you push sport mode, the dampers stiffen up. So because I've got that, we're also going to have to buy this, which is a DCC cancellation kit, and that alone costs £319. I can't get that for 7 to 10 days, and the shockers as well I can't get for 6 weeks, because I think it's a specialist order. They're specially ordered, and obviously I can't return them. So I've got a bit of a decision to make now. Do I replace the shockers with them, or do I just bite the bullet and just go for coilovers? I'm in two minds. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'll hold off ordering anything until I've read the comment section on this video. I'm hoping this video is going to go out on Wednesday. If it doesn't, if you've seen this video obviously after that, then my plan hasn't worked out. But yeah, I'm going to try and get this video out as soon as possible. So, of course, the other complication is that I was supposed to be, obviously I'm doing Race Against God, but I just don't think it's a wise idea to take the Cupra. So I'm going to have to make some sort of kind of alternative arrangement. It's either going to be the parents' Toyota Yaris, or it's going to be a hire car. I think it's going to be a hire car, to be honest with you, but we're still going to go. You know, I've been looking forward to this all year, so there's no way I'm just going to not go. So we will find a car and we will still do it. But I think right now, let's go and get the car, and then I'll make a decision soon as to what I'm going to replace the shockers with. So yeah, as you guys have seen, yes, I had confirmation that the rear shockers have had it. So at the minute, I'm in two minds of what to do. And as if you guys have probably seen by the title of this video, I would actually appreciate your guys' input on this, because the thing is, when I bought this car, it was never intended to be a long-term thing. But as time goes on now, I kind of think that, so I don't actually know which route to take, just because at this stage, I still don't know whether I intend to keep the car long-term or not. Like, one part of me wants to maybe try and sell it next year and get something else to, something a bit, maybe get another M240i or something a bit different, get another Golf R, or I don't know. But the other part of me is thinking that of how rare these particular cars are, like the Black Edition and actually 1.8 TSI Ibiza Cupras in general. You don't see a lot of them about. And I just have this funny feeling as that I can't help but thinking in the back of my mind that in the future, I'm not saying it would, but in the future, is this car going to be considered a bit of a modern classic? Because, like, as they get rarer, it's probably going to be one of them cars that's probably going to be, it's going to be a car that, you know, people look at but they don't really remember. So I don't know, honestly, by all means do comment on this video and let me know what you guys think. Should I sell it or should I keep it? So that sort of makes me think of where am I actually going to go with. As far as I can see it, I've got two options. I either put Coney shockers on it, which is what we mentioned obviously a couple of days ago, but of course I need the DCC cancellation kit, and that alone is about 320 quid. So that, I think it comes to about £700, I think, for the DCC kit and the shockers, and of course then I'll have labour on top of that to actually get them fitted. So, but the other alternative is, do I just completely bite the bullet and just put coilovers on it? But as I've mentioned previously, I kind of have this feeling with coilovers is that I feel like you probably do need to spend a good amount of money on them so that you get a good set, you know, that's actually, that you get the you know, good compromise of ride quality, handling, and also something that's going to last. Now, I've been speaking with Awesome GTI again, and they have offered me AP coilovers, but they are like the cheapest of the range. I think they're about £545. I'll probably check a little bit later on, but so I think I might get back in touch with them later on today and just ask what their sort of next range is above that. But at the minute, I still, oh bloody hell, see what I mean? It just rides really, really hard at the minute. I mean, not as hard at the minute because the rear shockers are worn out, but so yeah, you do feel every single one. But anyway, so yeah, I'd really, at the minute, at this stage, I think when you work it out, I think if I go for the shocker route, or if I go for the AP coilovers, I think there's about £150 £8 difference, I believe. But even so, I still don't really know actually the best route to take, to be honest with you. So as I say, that's why I kind of need your guys' input on this to sort of help me make a decision. So I'm not going to order, as I mentioned before, I'm not going to order anything until this video goes live and I've had a chance to read the comment section. So yeah, what do I do? And what do I do with the car long term? I don't know. I'm a bit stuck at the minute, I'm not going to lie. But we will make a decision, we'll get the car sorted, and hopefully then we can get back and enjoy this thing a little bit more, because at the minute I'm trying not to use it. I'm trying to use it as little as possible at the minute, because I just kind of feel I'm driving around in a ticking time bomb. That is why we're not going to be taking the car. Like obviously tomorrow I'm going to be driving down to Cornwall in preparation for the race against God, which is going to be happening on Saturday. And I just don't think it's just not a good idea to take this car. So Enterprise have saved the day. Hopefully I've booked a premium car, so hopefully they actually give me something half decent, actually something that I can actually review on the channel as well. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. But anyway guys, I think, as I say, that is just that's just a very quick video today on just where we stand with the car currently, what's been happening with it. And as I say, please do comment and let me know what, in your opinion, you think is probably the best route to take. But anyway, so make sure you get subscribed guys, because the next video I do feel is going to be a good one. It's Race Against God again, so you guys wanted it, so I'm all than more too happy to deliver. So anyway, keep an eye out for that. But anyway, I think we'll wrap this all up there guys. If you've enjoyed it guys, please be sure to smash that like button. Make sure you get subscribed to the channel if you haven't done so already, and do not forget to hit the bell icon and make sure you turn on all notifications. Until next time guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you look after yourselves, stay safe, and I will see you all in another video very, very soon.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums.